Hello my friends and welcome to my tiny house on wheels. I'm out camping just for the last time because the winter is coming very fast, very quickly, and once I change the tires on my car I can't take the caravan anymore because then I have to change the tires on the caravan too, and there's a limit to the temperature that you can actually stay outside in this tiny home on wheels. So but let's get to business and get to this other room. That's the toilet and the shower. I have that. It's a micro home with all the facilities you need. So let me sit at my editing desk. That works fine here. I can edit videos here and work on stuff, and it's very quiet. There's no distraction. There's no jobs to do like I have to do in the house. First of all, I was not so busy because I broke my Achilles tendon, which slowed me down on a lot of things because I hardly couldn't do anything. Your legs up with a cast and with a plastic boot, and then with a lot of exercise, and I'm still limping after 3 months, but slowly I can pick up things again. And yeah, one of the jobs, you might remember one of the videos I made last winter, that when it was -37 I had a lot of problems with the cold in the house. The geothermal heater couldn't heat the house anymore. I had to use wood fire to keep it on temperature. There's like I think technicians call it delta T, the difference between the outside temperature and the inside temperature. When that's about 40 degrees Celsius, so let's say it's -20 outside and plus 20 inside, 40 degrees difference, then the inside temperature started to drop with the temperature under -20. And when it was -37 I could do +15 in the house. So there's and at the same time my water would freeze, my water supply would freeze. So first thing I had to do is fix this big hole in the basement, and the vent holes on the outside of the foundation of the house. I mean, you need ventilation because otherwise you get mold. So you need some ventilation, but it was just too direct. You could look outside from the basement. You could look straight outside through different holes. You could see the daylight, which means that if it's freezing and it's windy, then the wind of -30 blows under the floor, under the basement, and everything freezes. So I had to do something about that, which I did. I made a vent hole that I can close and insulated the rest. Also insulated the water pipes under the sink because that was a weak point too. And there was only one solution: breaking the whole kitchen out, and I didn't want to do that, not yet. So I insulated it with foam. Put little slots on the vent holes on the outside, and then I hope I have a better draft, more indirect draft that is not so cold anymore, and my water doesn't freeze anymore. So then the delta T problem, that the temperature in the house drops. It's an old house, 1935. It has natural ventilation. That means that there's holes in the wall where the cold air comes in. Some of them are covered with more modern slots that you can close and that also are a bit indirect, with a pollen filter and a screen for the bugs and everything. But one of them was just an open pipe with a bug screen. You could see straight outside, and that was like an enormous cold draft coming from there. So I fixed that with a bit more sophisticated ventilation that I can also close. But if you close all the ventilation and you still need a wood fire, then you have some risk of poisoning by carbon dioxide. So I put an alarm for carbon dioxide. Actually, I have one here in the caravan too. so I won't die in my sleep. And then the biggest job of all was last year I bought, no, not last year, the beginning of the spring, I bought a lawnmower, a very sophisticated big machine, 300 kilos, 16 horsepower, 1 meter mowing deck, and it came in a special offer with a snow blade, so you could change the mowing deck for a snow blade. Well, that turned out to be a terrible job. I didn't film it because you can't. I don't know how people do that. You know, there's people on the internet who film their jobs, but if you have to do it alone, basically you're doing two jobs. You're directing your movie and you're doing your job, and that's just a bit too much. And besides, if I would have filmed it, there would be so much bad language in it because it was such a shitty job. Being on my belly, being on my back, cutting my fingers, on and on and on. And it costed me hours and hours, and then I had to do something that I'm very reluctant to do. I had to ask for help because there were some jobs that need more muscle power than I have, and finally got it fixed. So that's it for now. I would like to say goodbye, but before I say goodbye, there's one thing very important that you always have to do if you run a channel, a YouTube channel. You always have to encourage people to put their thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. Please do that, because I try to make fun videos, and maybe they're too long, or they're too short, or they're not interesting enough. Okay, I dig that, but I'm trying to get better and better. And I called in for some help, and I hope you will do so, and we will see each other again in the next video, which is probably my trip to the Netherlands and Switzerland. Bye for now, and hope to see you in the next one.